Su strade coperte di neve occorre evitare brusche manovre. The answer is vero. Why is the answer vero? It says, on a road covered with snow, sudden maneuvers should be avoided. The answer is vero because when you make sudden maneuvers on a road covered with snow, the tires of your vehicle may slip, for the road is already slippery. That is why sudden maneuvers should be avoided. So that's why the number one, the right answer is vero. Very good. Number two, se un ferito della strada si è ustionato, bisogna sempre togliere le parti dei vestiti che sono rimaste attaccate alla pelle. Number two, the answer is falso. It says, if a road casualty is being burned, it is always necessary to remove the parts of the clothing that have remained attached to the skin. So the answer is falso, because by law, it is prohibited to remove the clothes that are burned with his skin. By removing those clothes, we damage the skin of the person even the more. That's why the answer is falso. Number three, secondo le norme di precedenza, nell'incrocio rappresentato in figura, i veicoli passano nell'ordine R, A, C. Vero. It says, according to the rules of precedence at this intersection, vehicles will pass in this order: R, A, C. Vero. Why is the answer vero? It is vero because the yellow will be the first one crossing. Why? Because the right side of the yellow is free. So the yellow will be the first one crossing. The second would be the blue, because the yellow that was standing on the right side of the blue is gone. So the second will be the blue. And the third one will be the C, which is the red car. So that's why the answer is vero. 4. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia zone soggette a forti e improvvise raffiche di vento laterale. And therefore is, of course, vero. It says this sign warns us of an area subject to strong and sudden side wind. Strong side wind. So it is vero. Because this sign represents strong side wind. So that is why the 4 is a simple vero. The word raffiche means dangerous kind of wind. Okay. 5. Il segnale raffigurato indica il punto ove occorre fermarsi per caricare l'autovettura sul treno. 5 is falso. It said this sign indicates the point where you must stop to load your car onto the train. Falso, because simply indicates this sign simply indicates at station, which is the toll booth of the motorway. Ok? Il segnale raffigurato indica il punto ove occorre fermarsi per caricare l'autovettura sul treno. So it is falso because it's not where you are going to load the vehicle on the train, but it is just the toll booth of the motorway. So the 5 is false, okay? Very good. 6. Rispetto al veicolo che procede nel senso della freccia, la striscia discontinua in figura si trova prima di una curva. And the sixth, the answer is, of course, falso. It says, with respect to the vehicle proceeding in the direction of the arrow, the discontinuous line in the figure is located before a curve. The answer is falso. Why? Why is the answer falso? The answer is falso because it is the continuous line that we see before accessing a curve. Meanwhile, the discontinuous one, we see it when we are exiting from, or when we are exiting from the curve, or let me say ending the curve. I believe the understanding is clear. Now, these things, you understand them better. Also, as you join the private class with Maui the teacher and learn much more. Is that clear? Very good. Let's proceed. The number 7. Il segnale raffigurato indica la fine della strada deformata. Vero. He said this sign indicates the end of the deformed road. Vero. Why? Because when the arrow goes down, it means the end. And the sign above simply means strada deformata, which is a road with potholes. So 7 is vero. 8. Conducente deve valutare la distanza di sicurezza con riferimento anche alla velocità. del veicolo che lo precede. And the eight, the answer is vero. It says the driver must evaluate the safety distance, also with reference to the speed of the vehicle in front. That is vero. You have to always calculate the safety distance based also on the speed that the vehicle ahead of you is proceeding in order not to, let me say, hit the back of the vehicle ahead of you. So the eight is a simple, vero. Very good. 9. Il simbolo raffigurato è posto su una spia di colore rosso. Vero. It says this symbol is placed on a red light in the dashboard. So the answer is, of course, vero. Okay, very good. 10. L'uso di telefono cellulare senza auricolare o viva voce durante la guida comporta una perdita di punti sulla patente. And the 10 is vero. It says using a mobile phone without a headset or a hands-free kit while driving will result in loss of points on your license. It is vero. If the police catches you, they'll reduce your points. If you are driving without a headset or a hands-free kit for your phone. So the 10 is absolutely vero because it will distract you while driving. 11. Il segnale raffigurato è un divieto di transito. 11 is vero. It said this sign is a prohibition of transiting. Yes, it is vero because the sign means divieto di transito, meaning no vehicle with engine or even without engine is allowed to transit on this road where this sign of prohibition is positioned. Is that clear? So the 11 is vero, okay? 12. Il segnale raffigurato può essere posto a protezione di attraversamenti pedonali pericolosi. Falso. It said this sign can be placed to protect dangerous pedestrian crossing. Falso. Say the sign. It is falso because this sign is just the right of precedence. So it is not position. It is not position at a dangerous intersection or at a zebra crossing. Ok? Il segnale raffigurato può essere posto a protezione di attraversamenti pedonali pericolosi. No, it is falso. Okay? Because it's just the right of precedence. Very good. So 12 is falso. 13. Per evitare rumori fastidiosi non bisogna accelerare inutilmente e ripetutamente se il veicolo è fermo. 13 is vero. It says avoid annoying noises. To avoid annoying noises, do not accelerate unnecessarily and repeatedly if the vehicle is stopped or parked. So it is vero. Why should you accelerate whilst the vehicle is parked? Okay, So, non bisogna accelerare inutilmente, meaning you don't have to accelerate unnecessarily. It is not needed. Okay, whilst the vehicle is stopped. So that's why the 13. The answer is vero. Very good. 14. Il segnale raffigurato indica direzione obbligatoria a destra. And the 14 is vero. He said this sign indicates a mandatory right turn. So 14 is vero. The presence of this sign, you are under obligation to turn to the right. So it is a simple vero, because the sign we are watching, it is a sign of obligation to turn to the right. So 14 is a simple vero. Very good. 15. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un incrocio in cui vale la regola generale di dare la precedenza a destra. Vero. He said this sign indicates an intersection where the general rule is to give way to the right. Yeah, it is vero. When you see this sign, it means give way to your right. So this is the sign where we come at, or we get to an intersection with different vehicles, whereby the vehicle that has the right side liberated is the first vehicle crossing the intersection. That is why the 15, the answer is vero. I believe it is clear for everyone. Very good. Make sure you like the video. 16. Il segnale raffigurato indica che gli autocarri debbono solo sorpassare a destra. Falso. It says this sign indicates that trucks must only overtake on the right side. Falso. Why? Because it is falso, because this sign simply means how the vehicles are supposed to circulate on the road. So on the left lane, only cars. On the left and on the right lane, it is for cars, only for cars. Meanwhile, on the right lane is only for trucks to circulate there. That is why the 16, the answer is falso, because it has nothing to do with overtaking. Very good. 17. Se si percorre una lunga discesa con il cambio in folle e a motore spento, diventa difficoltoso frenare se il veicolo è dotato di servofreno. Vero. It says if you go down, or if you are descending from a mountain with your gearbox in neutral and the engine off, it becomes difficult to brake if the vehicle is equipped with a servo brake. It is vero, because the servo brakes, which is servo freno, it works when the engine is on. So when the engine is off, you won't be able to control, or the servo brake itself will not work. That's why the 17, the answer is vero. Okay, very good. Make sure you like the video and join our YouTube channel, Marvin the Teacher. Of course, join the class and learn faster. Why waste time? 18. Il segnale raffigurato indica la fine di una prescrizione. Vero? He said this sign indicate the end of a prescription. It is vero. Why? Because even though this is a sign of prohibition, it also falls in the group of prescrizione. That's why 18 is a simple vero. 19. Concentrare la propria attenzione sulle indicazioni del navigatore satellitare può rappresentare un elemento di distrazione alla guida. And of course, the answer is vero. It says concentrating your attention on the directions of the satellite navigator can be a distraction to the driver while driving. Yes, because it will take away your attention from the road. So that's why 19 is a simple vero. Very good. 20. Incontrando il semaforo in figura è consentito il passaggio quando si accende la luce rossa usando la massima prudenza. So of course the right answer is falso. The 20 is false. Why? It says when you come across this traffic light in the figure, you are allowed to pass when the red light is on, using the utmost caution. It is false, so because when the red light is on, you are not allowed to cross. You just have to stop. Okay, so that's why 20 is false. Very good. 21. Il conducente di un'autovettura deve costantemente ricordare il rischio derivante dalla presenza nel traffico di ciclomotoristi dotati di limitata esperienza di guida a causa della giovane età. So 21 is vero. He says the driver of a car must constantly remember the risk deriving from the presence in traffic of scooter or in the presence of scooter drivers with limited driving experience due to their young age. It is vero. Okay, so we have to always consider that when scooter vehicles are on the road, you have to be very careful because it is young people that are driving the scooter. So they did not have much experience or how to comport themselves on the road. So that's why the 21 makes the answer vero. 22. Il conducente, dopo aver posteggiato il veicolo al lato della carreggiata, prima di aprire lo sportello, deve controllare che non sopraggiungano ciclisti o motociclisti. So 22 is vero. It says the driver, after having parked the vehicle at the side of the road, must check that no cyclist or motorcyclist are approaching before opening the door. So 22 is vero because when you park your vehicle on the side of the road, You have to be careful that cyclists or motorcyclists are not approaching. Because if you open your door suddenly without controlling, you will definitely cause an accident. So that's why 22 is a simple. Vero. Very good. 23. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia il pericolo di caduta in acqua. Yes, of course. So 23, of course, it is vero. Say this sign warns us of the danger of falling into water. It is vero because the road is ended. So you have to stop. If not, you fall in water. So 23 is a simple vero. Very good. 24. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia le direzioni per l'ingresso in autostrada. And it is absolutely falso. Why? Because he said this sign announces the directions for entering the motorway. It is falso because this sign has nothing to do with the motorway, for it is located in the city. So that's why 24 is falso. Very good. 25. Nella situazione rappresentata in figura, il veicolo M deve attendere il transito del veicolo O. And the 25. The answer is vero. Why? It says in this intersection, vehicle M must wait for the vehicle O to pass. And the answer is vero. Why is the answer vero? It is vero because in this intersection, the tram is the first vehicle crossing. Okay, and then what again? Then the yellow will be positioned in the middle exactly or slightly in front of the motorbike, which is the M. Then the black can cross because the right side has become free. So as soon as the black one goes, which is the vehicle O, then the motorbike too can cross, which is the M. Then the last one crossing will be the yellow, which was standing in the middle of the intersection. That is why 25. The right answer is a simple vero. 26. Lo specchio retrovisore centrale di un autoveicolo deve essere regolato in modo da garantire la visione dell'intero lunotto posteriore. 26 is absolutely vero. It says the center back view mirror of the vehicle must be adjusted to ensure that the entire back window is visible. Yeah, it is vero. You have to adjust it to your height in order to see well behind your vehicle. So that's why the 26 is a simple vero. 27. Now, before we proceed with the 27, my advice is subscribe to the YouTube channel Mawin DT. Okay, and also join the class with Mawin the teacher and get your Patente B fast. 27. Il sistema di aerazione del casco consente di limitare il pericolo di appannamento della visiera. So 27 is vero. It says the helmet ventilation system helps to limit the risk of the visor from fogging up, okay, or to be less visible. So that's why the 27 is a simple vero. Without the ventilation in the helmet system, the driver will not be able to see well the road because the visa will be covered. Okay, so that's why the 27 is a simple. Very well done. 28. In caso di lesioni o rottura del vetro anteriore del veicolo, bisogna ripararlo con del nastro adesivo trasparente. And the 28, the answer is falso. It says in case of damage or broken of the front glass of the vehicle, it must be repaired with transparent sellotape or adhesive. It is falso. Why? Because every broken part of the vehicle cannot be repaired, but it has to be exchanged. It has to be changed. Okay, so that's why the 28 is a simple falso. Very good. 29. La sosta è consentita nei spazi riservati alla fermata o alla sosta dei veicoli per persone invalide, purché di breve durata. 29 is falso. It says parking is permitted in space reserved for stopping or parking vehicles for disabled persons, provided it is for a short period. So it is falso, for we are not allowed to park for short period of time, even in the parking spot reserved for disabled people. It is prohibited by law. So that's why 29 is a simple falso. Very good. 30. È vietato il sorpasso di un veicolo che ne stia superando un altro, se ciò impone di spostarsi sul lato riservato all'altro senso di marcia. So the 30 is vero. It says it is forbidden to overtake a vehicle that is overtaking another if this requires moving to the side reserved for the other direction of travel. So yeah, it is vero because it is forbidden to overtake a vehicle that is overtaking another if this requires moving to the opposite direction. So the answer is absolutely vero. It is very dangerous maneuver to be done. So be careful not to overtake another vehicle that has begun a maneuver of overtaking. So 30, the answer is absolutely vero. Thank you for watching up to the end. Like the video and subscribe. Join the class with Marwin, the teacher. God bless you.